Boris and Dwayne have got no Johnson. They love to put it in their names. Brad Pitt, first up. Oh, it's such an easy FTM to see. It's a small face. It's a triangle shape at the bottom. Look, sloping jawline, pointed chin, no trachea, no Adam's apple, no Adam's raisin even. High set ears, a vertical forehead. That's a woman, a pretty woman. She would have been a pretty woman if they'd left her alone. But they didn't. They turned her into a faux pas man with a fake jawline, a fake apple look. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. There are some pictures of Brad Pitt in dresses, of course, humiliation rituals. There you go. This is them mocking you. It's not doing this to be cool. She's not doing this to be, look, pigs, why a pig? They love to tell you. Brad Pitt would have been quite a pretty woman had they left her alone. Instead, they gave her muscles, shaved off her boobs, and turned her into a man who, apparently, is in a silver foil dress here. You got small feet, Brad Pitt. Shoulder tilt. Full mince, arms akimbo, shoulder tilt. I mean, you really do have to ask yourself, what's going on? What's going on, Brad? Brad Pitt, very good. Again, the shoulder tilt, look, it's very slight, but it's there. Brad Pitt, full mince with diamond. Let's go to walking. Brad Pitt, full mince, arms akimbo. Brad Pitt, full mince with diamond. Brad Pitt, full mince. Brad Pitt, full mince. You don't need any more, right? Brad's a woman, look. Men don't walk like this. Women do. Shoulder tilt, hip twist, full diamond on show. Pretty simple to see. Brad Pitt. Let's put you up in that back file. Let's reapply it to the list. Brad Pitt. Search. Are there any funny pictures for this one? I don't think there are. I think my memory would have recalled it if there were. You will know them by the way they walk. They don't even have to open their mouths, look, and you can tell what they are. You can bet your bottom dollar that there's a load of people talking about me right now. But I don't care. You understand? The only person I care about their thoughts, what they think about me, is God. It truly is. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You can sit in this chat for 6 years, and some of you trolls do. But the minute you open your mouth and you show me your fruits, you get booted. It's as simple as. Brad Pitt and his Boeing 747 of a girlfriend. We're done. Brad Pitt's a girl. Tweet. Open the back file. And there's Brad. I love that gate picture. I really do. We'll put both of them on. Brad Pitt. I'll show you that set of gates from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Pitt. Brad Pitt. Let me show you them gates here. These are the 4 frames of a woman walking. I know there are 5 pictures, but 2 of them are the same. These are the 4 frames. These ones and then that one. Okay, this is just a bonus from the side. I want to show you what a full mince looks like from the side. 8 and 4 o'clock. Knees following. It begins with the full mint there. It becomes a reverse flamingo look, knee and foot pointing outwards, creating the diamond shape which appears here, look. And then resets back to full mint because that knee swings around and becomes this again. And that is the 4 frames of a woman walking. Study those frames. Know them off by heart. It's your duty to know and spot these liars. You see, they won't walk around all day holding up their 666 signs and their OK signs and all this. They don't walk around doing that all day. They don't walk around all day shouting out the number 33 harder. Although they use gematria, it's true. There is a system in place that Masons organise to rig football and dates and times. It's all got a meaning to them. I've done the gematria, I've done the mud floods, I've done all of these topics. There's only one topic in the world that thrills me, and it's this one. Because it shows me who's a liar. I've learnt a lot in 12 years, you know, like the moment you know who just said the money's not evil, you're gone. You work for a banking system. Only a banker can talk like that. But that's the Christ in me that allows me to see those fruits. This is God's great design. He created 2 of us, male and female, created he them. Bone of bone, flesh of flesh, you are my soulmate. I don't care what colour your skin is. If you're a natural woman or man, then you are my brother and sister. You don't go out your everyday life to tell lies to people. And it can be said, yes, Peter, all of your truths have come from the flip-flops. Yes, it has. They want me. They want you to know these things. But in realizing and knowing these things to be true, God expects your attention. Not just the attention to detail around you, but your attention to him and the way he created you. Wonderfully and fearfully knitted together inside your mother's womb. A living soul. All the living souls that live in this world are lied to and held back all your lives. So what if the earth's flat? Yeah, so what? You won't be saying that when you meet God. He's going to say to you, yeah, but I told you the world was flat. I sent someone to you. I sent you a messenger. I sent you multiple messengers that the world's flat. You ignored my truth. You ignored the truth. If the truth is the way of life, and Jesus was the way to life and the truth, then unless you live your life truthfully, and I mean truly truthfully, not partially, then you will not enter the kingdom. Tell me this. Do any of you need any money to enter the kingdom of God? The answer is no. No, you don't. There's no such thing as money in heaven. So why is it on earth? The Lord's Prayer quite clearly states, let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. If God doesn't charge rent, he doesn't charge for food, he doesn't charge at all, then whose idea was it to change the world into this system? The beast system. It's called the beast system for a reason. And the beast that powers all of this world is money. Something you'll never have any of, because every single bank, which is a central banking system, is made up of, they can call it the Federal Reserve, but it's not. It's a private bank. Not only do they charge you for printing the money, they put a tax on top of the money for using the money. So your $1, your £1, your euro, whatever it isn't actually worth a pound, a euro, a dollar. It's worth 75 cents or 75 pence or whatever. You're only getting 3/4 of it. Whereas if your own government printed the money, there'd be no tax to pay. You'd be already every week a quarter of your wages better off just for using your own money. Right. Let's close this window. Brad Pitt's on the list, right? You got it. I did post Brad Pitt. I did. There we go. Brad Pitt out the window. See you later, Brad. Let's have another one. Actually, let's put that one over there so I can keep that window. Then open this. At Poncho, please answer this question. Would you ever do a live discussion group chat call with viewers to discuss and talk to your community sometime? I'd only do it with the people who I've spoken to the longest. Anyone who's new, and you're new, Joseph, the answer's no, I wouldn't talk to you. It would only be my older students that I would sit and talk to because they've been here a long time. And they've studied my work day in, day out. I would talk to them, but most of the new faces and stuff, I don't want to talk to new faces because it's people like Billy and Adam, and I don't want to talk to those people. If one of these flip-flops wanted to come forward and speak to me properly, openly about all of this, then yeah, I'd speak to them. For example, if Mark Sargent or someone wanted to come forward and have a proper chat about why they're doing this to us, yeah, I'd talk to them. I still have a certain amount of respect for people like Mark Sargent, Dave Murphy. They told me the truth. Whether they told me the whole truth or not is beside the point. I got the message. The world's flat. I got the message. God flooded the place. I got the message that the truth is in the Bible. It's not the whole truth, but the truth is in the Bible. There is a God. There is a creator. And how much of that book you choose to believe is your free will. Truly is. Anthony Bourdain. He's not really a big one, Annabelle. Anthony Bourdain. Oh, it is actually. It's a chef. I tell a lie. It's not MASH. Is this the one that went missing? I think it's the one that went missing.